high in the silent frost-bitten peaks of the Himalayas, where the air grows so thin it scorches the lungs with every breath, moves a creature like a whisper, elusive and ghost-like, the snow leopard. Biologists who've studied its movements have given its mysterious breathing pattern a name, the paradox of breath. While human climbers gasp like overworked machines, often taking 20 to 30 strained breaths each minute, the snow leopard glides across the frozen terrain with only 3. According to data gathered by a National Geographic expedition in the year 2022, the leopard doesn't take 4 or even 5 breaths, just 3. Inhale, stillness, exhale. This precise and sacred rhythm allows the feline to stalk its prey for long hours without tiring. Its muscles don't seize up in temperatures, plummeting to 40 degrees below zero. This is why Himalayan mystics claim the leopard does not merely move through the mountains, it dreams them into being. But this isn't just a marvel of chance. It's a result of evolutionary perfection. The snow leopard's respiratory system functions at a level of precision that conserves energy while optimizing oxygen absorption. While humans tend to lose control and hyperventilate when stressed, the leopard stays grounded in its rhythm. It's proof that breath is not just the essence of life, but of mastery. Those who have tried to replicate this breathing cadence often report immediate enhancements in both physical stamina and mental focus. Breathing slowly and consciously isn't a sign of fragility, it's an act of strength. It's a forgotten secret, one that rewires how we relate to reality. The same potential is quietly resting in every human lung at this very moment. That last breath you took, it wasn't merely air exchange. It was a command input to your reality interface. Tibetan monks have understood this power for thousands of years. Today, neuroscience has caught up. Ancient wisdom, once passed in whispers, now finds validation in modern labs. Institutions like Stanford and Harvard have shown that controlled breath impacts gene expression, boosts the immune system, and reshapes neural circuits. The average individual inhales and exhales around 20,000 times per day, most of it shallow, unconscious, and wasted. But what if each breath became intentional? What if, like the snow leopard, we could wield breath not only to endure, but to evolve? By the end of this journey, you'll discover the same 4-phase breathing sequence used by Shaolin monks to walk barefoot across snow and by innovative medical minds to rewire cellular behavior. True transformation doesn't begin with thought, it begins with breath. Think of the nervous system as a grand piano. Most people strike its keys blindly, as if wearing boxing gloves, producing only noise. But the snow leopard plays it like a virtuoso. Every breath, a deliberate note in a concert of poised strength. Today, science recognizes this intricate harmony. The vagus nerve, named for the Latin word meaning wanderer, links the brain to the gut, heart, and vital organs. Shallow breathing sends alarm signals, but mimicking the snow leopard's pace enhances heart rate variability by 300%. As stated by the American Heart Association, doubles digestive effectiveness, Harvard's research confirms it, and activates brain regions associated with vision and manifestation, like Times Square lighting up at night. This isn't mysticism, it's measurable biology. The vagus nerve acts as the body's internal internet, carrying signals that regulate everything from emotional state to metabolic rate. Most people operate on a weak and noisy connection, but deep rhythmic breathing boosts the system's bandwidth, turning it into a high-speed network for peak mental and physical performance. The effects are profound: improved digestion, accelerated healing, sharper concentration, all governed not by chemicals but by breath. Carbon dioxide, commonly misunderstood as waste, is in fact the molecule that frees oxygen from the bloodstream when you lengthen your exhale. As the snow leopard instinctively does, oxygen delivery to your cells increases by 40%, according to the Journal of Applied Physiology. Research from MIT in the year 2021 showed that this breathing method triggers stem cell activation. The body's relaxation response becomes 5 times faster than traditional meditation. And according to the Max Planck Institute, just 7 seconds of focused, intentional breath can reset emotional imbalances, lift mental fog, and tune the body for creative manifestation. Many assume that oxygen is the key player in respiration, but carbon dioxide is the unsung hero. Hyperventilation flushes out too much of it, leaving you gasping, even with lungs full of oxygen. The snow leopard's long exhale keeps the balance perfect, making every oxygen molecule count. This is why free divers train to stretch their exhales. It's not about holding the breath, but mastering the breath cycle itself. This isn't metaphor, it's cellular reality. Sacred texts across cultures reference the breath of life. Ancient knowledge understood what modern science now confirms. Breath is the bridge between thought and matter. The snow leopard never hunts slouched, and neither should we if we seek to harness this primal power. Yet what most overlook is this. Carbon dioxide plays a crucial role in the breath equation, often dismissed as mere waste. It's actually the gatekeeper that allows oxygen to be released from the bloodstream and delivered where it's needed. When we breathe too fast, hyperventilating, we purge too much CO2, and paradoxically, our bodies start to suffocate despite having lungs full of air. The snow leopard avoids this entirely. Its prolonged, calm exhale maintains the ideal CO2 balance, ensuring that every single oxygen molecule reaches its destination. This is precisely why deep-sea divers spend years mastering the art of extending their exhales. It's not about holding your breath. It's about optimizing the rhythm of exchange. This isn't poetic metaphor. This is molecular biology. Across sacred scriptures and spiritual lineages, breath has always been described as the breath of life, not because of mysticism, but because ancient cultures understood what modern science is only beginning to prove. Breath is the interface where thought meets form. And posture matters too. The snow leopard doesn't crouch and collapse before the hunt. It rises, poised, spine aligned. Likewise, when a human sits cross-legged or kneels upright, the spine transforms into an energetic conductor. As documented in research from UCLA, this positioning enhances neural communication by as much as 60%. Turning your palms upward signals receptivity and activates the parasympathetic system, the body's rest and heal mode. MRI scans confirm that this simple gesture slows the heartbeat by 12 beats per minute. Pressing the tongue softly against the roof of the mouth completes what ancient Taoists called the microcosmic orbit, a closed loop of energy that boosts internal coherence and focus. A Swiss study from the year 2023 placed participants in MRI machines to compare slouched postures versus upright, aligned ones. The results were astonishing. Those with proper alignment produced 80% more alpha waves, brain frequencies, linked to creativity and insight. They made decisions 45% faster and experienced breakthroughs at triple the rate of the others. The body, it turns out, is not just a container. It's an antenna, a signal tower through which reality is both received and broadcast. When properly tuned, it connects with clarity to the universal field. And at the heart of this tuning lies the breath. The snow leopard's secret is in its breath, specifically in its impossibly slow and spacious exhale that seems to bend the rules of biology. To replicate this power, we follow what Stanford researchers have called the golden breath ratio. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 6, and exhale for 8. This 1 to 5.2 rhythm activates the vagus nerve, balances CO2 levels, and brings both hemispheres of the brain into harmony. In a UCLA study from the year 2022, 2 groups practiced manifestation for 3 weeks. One group breathed normally. The other followed this 4-6-8 breathing method. After 21 days, the group using the breath ratio showed subtle improvement. But the second group, the breath practitioners, reported synchronicities, occurring at 5 times the frequency. Coincidences so uncanny they felt orchestrated. This isn't ordinary breathing. This is breath as magic, as design, as command. The snow leopard doesn't merely scan for prey. It senses the kill in its muscles before it leaps. This is the foundation of true manifestation, not wishful thinking, but detailed construction of a future before it's seen. Picture your desire like a movie set. The set has fixed elements, your anchors. Choose 3. Perhaps a mahogany writing desk, a stained glass window, or a specific framed painting. These elements don't move. They stabilize the vision. Now add motion. Choose 2 dynamic parts, maybe candlelight flickering in the corner or sheer curtains dancing with the breeze. These moving pieces bring life to the image, fooling the subconscious into accepting the scene as real. Then layer the atmosphere. Inject one smell, maybe old parchment, lemon oil, or the scent of rain striking pavement. Scent bypasses thought entirely and speaks directly to the nervous system, wiring memory through sensation. Now embody the vision. Don't just see yourself typing on that sleek new laptop. Move your fingers as if you're doing it. If you imagine standing on a sunlit terrace in Italy, tilt your face upward as if to meet the warmth. Lean in slightly like you're stepping forward into the imagined space. The brain doesn't differentiate between real and vividly imagined movement. Functional MRI scans reveal that detailed visualizations like this activate the motor cortex just as physical activity does. Dopamine and motivation chemicals rise by 40%. You plant memories so tangible that your subconscious begins hunting for ways to make them true. This isn't fantasy, it's mental engineering. The snow leopard doesn't wish, it embodies. So must you. Understand this. Your brain scans around 11 million bits of sensory data every second, but your conscious awareness only picks up about 40. That's a massive filter. And the one doing the filtering? It's called the reticular activating system, or RAS. It decides what reaches your awareness and what's discarded as noise. To manifest something, you have to program your RAS. Step 1, clarity. Vagueness doesn't work. Saying, I want a car, gets ignored by the brain. But specifying a 2025 Range Rover VAR, matte black, with cream merino leather seats and the smell of new leather inside, gives your subconscious something to lock onto. Now the RAS recognizes signals aligned with that vision. Step 2, emotional encoding. You have to add feeling. Wrap your vision in physical experience. Grip the steering wheel. Hear the engine hum. Sip hot coffee in your future kitchen. Emotion is the highlighter your brain uses to tag important information. The more senses involved, the stronger the signal. Step 3, keep quiet. Oversharing goals too soon delivers a dopamine hit that tricks the brain into thinking you've already arrived. Motivation fades. Think of it as eating dessert before the meal. Keep the vision sacred until it's tangible. Let silence protect your momentum. The snow leopard never chases its outcome. It invites it through stillness, focus, and readiness. When you embed rich sensory details and emotional voltage into your internal blueprint, your RAS begins noticing the tiniest opportunities to bring it into form. You see what others miss. The power that moves silently through the Himalayas now waits quietly in your breath. So breathe with intention, build with precision, tune with presence, and above all, remember, you're not chasing your future. You're breathing it into existence.